The House of Representatives has resolved to review the current disaster policy framework for national development to put in place a new national disaster insurance scheme in order to ensure public confidence. The resolution was passed sequel to the adoption of the motion sponsored by Honorable Abiodun Francis during plenary. Honorable Abiodun Francis lamented that billions of Nigerian taxpayers' funds are allocated to addressing natural and artificial disasters, yet no significant relief has been provided to affected victims, and in most cases, the victims becomes worse, even though the goods or services are insured.
Concerned, sir, that the rise in unwholesome practices by hoodlums and bandits may be linked to the frustration of victims whose livelihood, such as farming and animal husbandry, have been lost without hope and future assistance. Worried that institutions responsible for risk management during disaster are not fulfilling their expected responsibilities. Concern of the need to connect the relevant agencies to transform their risk-bearing capacity into multilateral risk-bearing capacity and influence that can put smiles on the faces of the victims. Therefore, recognizes that both steps must be taken to secure citizens' future and address disasters affecting everyone, regardless of class, creed, or gender, and evolve a new mitigation approach.
The federal lawmaker also came up with some other resolutions.
Or the National Orientation Agency, the Ministry of Information and National Orientation, and Public Enlightenment Unit of the National Emergency Management Agency to embark on public enlightenment and sensitization programs nationwide in all Nigerian languages to educate the people on early warning signals, especially on fire during coming Harmattan season. Finally, Mr. Speaker, mandate the Committee on Emergency and Disaster Preparedness, Appropriation, Environment, National Security and Intelligence, Finance, Water Resources, Human Rights, and Legislative Compliance to ensure compliance and report back within 4 weeks for further legislative action.
Honorable Francis also had a chat with some journalists in his office where he said development partners could also key into this new insurance policy he's proposing and it could turn around the present economic situation of the country.
Development partners can also support this initiative if it is well packaged, because a lot of disruption occurs when this disaster happens. You notice even the tsunamis, those advanced countries where big natural disasters do occur, they get support even from United Nations because they are well packaged and they are focused. The way we manage disaster in this country is not good. We need to change the practice. We need to change the practice. It is like an analog style. We need to go digital. We need to be scientific. Most of these disasters can also be, you can plan ahead of it. They can be electronically managed. You can forecast and plan a mitigation system ahead. So with the insurance, this is a task. Let us task them. We have to task them because people are losing lives, properties, and a lot of things, disruptions to both social, economic, even political life. So why not let us set a standard? We'll start from somewhere. What can you take? Where do you start? For all fire disasters in this country, can you insure it? Of course, you also know there are different insurance companies with connections and contacts outside Nigeria. The same way we deregulate the telecoms, the banking industry, everything is deregulated now. We can also deregulate disaster management. And you see people will come with brilliant ideas to package it together, and the country is at best.
Honorable Francis represents Ijoro, Ekiti West, Efon Alai Federal Constituency of Ekiti State. Emmanuel Onu, News 24.